Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the final week in April's Spotlight class featuring the Hills of Tuscany stamp set. For card number 4, I have created a diorama style card and added in a few other little techniques to really get the most out of this stamp set. So I'll talk you through what you have in your kits. Mine looks slightly differently because I'm going to talk you through how I created the pieces, okay? So what you do have is you have a card base from grey granite card. You have a piece of white card, and that is for the inside. You have a layer of grey granite card. Yours will have a hole cut in it, and it should be embossed as well. If it isn't embossed, you can just pick your favourite embossing folder to emboss that. You will also have a white die cut circle, and that circle will actually be bigger than the hole in your grey piece of card. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. You will also have a strip of white card. Okay, so let's create these pieces first. Now, when you create if you want to die cut and emboss, you need to die cut first, because if you emboss first, when you then die cut and run the embossing folder through your die machine, it's going to squash all that lovely embossing. Okay, so I am going to use, I don't remember what this embossing folder is called. I really should write the name of them on. So I'm putting, I'm die cutting first. So I'm putting my circle die onto my piece of grey card so that the gap both sides is the same and it's in the centre, and there's just a little bit more height in the top. Okay, so I'm going to run that through my machine. So there's your grey circle to save for a rainy day. And then now you're going to take your piece of grey card and you're going to pop it in your embossing folder and run that through as well. That bit's now on the floor. So that's that bit done. I've got my aperture cut and I have my embossing done. So I'm just going to put that to one side because now we need to work on the circle. Okay, the circle is what you're going to do all your stamping on, and we're going to follow the same premise as before. Okay, so I've got my sky, and that's stamped in Pool Party. I'm going to stamp off and then stamp that on. Okay, and I've just stamped that over a couple of times to bring out a bit more texture in it. Okay, then I've got my main hillside, and that's being stamped in soft sea foam. I'm stamping that towards the bottom of my card because I want to get in that other hillside as well. So there's one. There's two. I just love this little effect here. It's so nice. So that's that one. I'm going to take this little, where is it? The little dots. Where are the dots? Here are the dots. These little dots, I'm going to just add to the edge of my hillside for a little bit of added texture. It just gives it a little bit more depth in your image. Okay, Then I'm going to stamp my trees all the way across, because you'll actually notice that the house is actually 3D on there. Okay. There's my other trees. Like so. Okay, so there are my trees. And you'll notice on this one, I've got a little sunshine. The sunshine is actually crushed curry. And I can't remember if this is stamped off. I think it is. Yeah, it is. So just add your sun in the sky. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to take your piece of card base and your top layer, and you're going to just really lightly draw a pencil line on the inside of that. You can't see it, and it's going to get stuck down, so you don't need to worry. And then this piece you're going to stick over the top of that. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see, you don't want to see that circle at all. Try and get it so that your trees are straight, and then this piece can get stuck down with pads, all right, to raise it. Make sure you've got it the right way up. I love this about dimensionals, you can just tear them. Okay, bring your card front back in and align that up. Perfect. So that's your scenery in the background. And whilst you're there, you can also stick this piece of white card into the centre. Okay. Like so. Okay. So then you need a little bit of white scrap, which I have in your kit actually, but you should have some white card laying around. Most people do tend to have some white card. And then you've got same colours, so crumb cake for the main house and Cajun praise for the roof. Perfect. And this is a really straightforward image to cut out. So leave yourself a little white border, only has to be thin. And then this is going to get stuck in with a little pad to raise it. That one's got something stuck onto the back of it. Like so. And then all you've got left is your sentiments. You've got your white strip, and this says, "I just can't thank you enough." And actually it's stamped in Cajun praise. Okay, so this you want to stamp in the centre of your strip, which is about there. And then I'm going to trim that down just into a little banner. And that's going to get stuck on the front of my card. I'm going to put that on with some more pads, because why not? I do love a pad. And actually I can probably afford to just trim that a little bit more. Much better. And there we go. That is the fourth and final card made. And our set is now complete. So we have number 4. Just move these blocks out of the way and then you can see all of them. So we have number 4, we have number 3, we have number 2, and we have number 1. So do let me know in the comments if you have a favourite. Also feel free to share any back with me on social media, or you can always email them to me. My email address is staceymarsh.co.uk. May's class will be all about the latte suite, which is coming very, very soon. And as always, if you have any questions, please do get in touch. Thanks so much for following. Take care. Bye for now.